Hello, everybody. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. It's Thursday, and while we're waiting on folks to join, let's remind you to go to coopedup.com. Check out my content there. If you are on other social platforms, Instagram in particular, you can follow me at I'm Cooped Up. That's my handle there. Wherever you watch or listen to this, be sure to click the notification bell to get notified when I post new content, come live, all of that. And last but not least, if you would like to get text updates from me, just things that I'm thinking about, like flash sales, just stuff like that. I'm going to do something for Amazon Prime Day for sure. You can, if you just send me a text saying, "Hey Coop," whatever, 214-949-8599. I just call myself Coop. I never really do that. 214-949-8599. I got to read the number on the screen properly. That is how you can reach me. Hey, Mama. Hey, Carrie. Carrie's saying she missed you yesterday. Yeah, we missed my mama yesterday. Hope you had an exciting afternoon planned, Mother. Mother. That's what Claire and Mason do that to me. When they're kind of upset with me. Father. Yes, Father. I'm not mothering you though. I was just kidding. So my weekend has started, y'all. My company is closed tomorrow and Monday. So I will most likely be live tomorrow. I can't make any promises because I'm having a wonderful lunch with my friend Craig at noon tomorrow. And last time I had lunch with Craig at noon, I had to call Todd to pick up the kids from school at 3:30 because I still had not left the restaurant yet. So we will see what happens tomorrow. I still came live though. Priorities. So I did something today that severely bruised my ego. And I'm going to tell you what it is, and we're going to laugh about it. So, a little backstory. I need a new bathing suit that has, I don't like mesh lining in my bathing suits. I do like a lining in it, but mesh lining drives me nuts. It makes when it's wet and you get out and you lay down by the pool or whatever, it makes my skin itch. It makes my butt cheeks feel like they have like lice or something. I know, graphic there. And I know I'm not the only one. So I'm looking for a bathing suit that has like a compression liner in it instead. And there are a lot of companies that make shorts with compression liners, but they're not swimsuits. And swimsuits, dry a little faster, all that kind of stuff. So I've been asking around about this, and everyone's like, "Oh, you need to look at this company called Chubbies. Chubbies. Everyone's saying Chubbies." I'm like, I can't do it. I have a fragile enough ego about being a thin person who has gained too much weight. And so I'm like, and I'm not as body positive as a lot of other people are. I don't love this body at the moment. But I finally broke down and bought a Chubbies bathing suit today. So I've seen ads. They've shown me ads on like my feed and stuff, and they're cute and all of that kind of stuff. And I wish they didn't actually say Chubbies on them. On the leg it says Chubbies, and I'm just gonna say that 1,000 times, I think. But I ordered some. They're not cheap. I think all in, it's like $80 for a bathing suit. What a company name. I know, Beth, exactly. That's my thing. And their market is like larger people. It's not like skinny minis. It's like dad bods, guys with little beer guts, all that kind of stuff. So I mean, I guess they're embracing it, but I don't know. I'm not there. But we'll see if I fall in love with it. So it was ordered today. I got a cute one. It's kind of like a tie-dye meets like electric pattern. I thought that was a good one. Carrie is saying, "You will love Chubbies because their shorts are shorter and have stretch." I love stretch, and I do love a short. You know what? I actually love a short, not because I like when shorts are in style, because I've always worn them, not out of a fashion choice, but because my inseam is 36 inches. So my pants I currently wear a 34, 36. I probably should wear a 36, 36, but I squeeze into a 34, 36. And so shorts are a 5-inch short. It only covers that much. A 7-inch short only covers that much. So Mom says larger people prefer chubbies to fatties. I get Yeah, at least don't call it Georgia Tent awning, right? That's a line from Designing Women, by the way. There's a whole episode where Suzanne Sugar Baker who also has gained weight. I share that, like, having been a thin, beautiful person, I'm still a beautiful person, but if I do say so myself, but the weight gain, she goes through it, and she's like, "Why do they all have the worst names, like Pleasant Proportions and stuff? Why not just call it what it is, Georgia Tenton awning?" I love that. But a lot of people recommended it, so I don't think I'm the only one who wears Chubby's swimsuits. And I do, again, I'm doing it exclusively because they are one of the few bathing suits I could find that has a compression lining, which means it's like a solid, like, legging lining thing, not mesh, because I don't like mesh on the inside. Larger people prefer thick, and thicker than a snicker. Thick with two C's. I like that. I am not thick. I'm chubby. That, I guess I'm chubby. And also, we're talking about this hurting my ego and stuff. I My problems are pretty fucking silly. I'm gonna admit it. I'm not coming here to boo-hoo or anything. I'm making fun of myself all the way. Because I was reading the paper this morning, and I saw that gas prices are expected to hit a high. I don't know if it's an all-time high or just a yearly high or whatever, but they're going to hit a high of some sort this weekend over Memorial Day. They're expected to, and I got to thinking, I was like, I literally have no idea how much gas costs. Like, I couldn't even get within a dollar range. Like, I don't know if gas is. I'm pretty sure it's not $4. I'm pretty sure it's not $1. So I'm thinking gas is probably like in the high twos, low threes. Like, if I were making an educated guess, I would say that. But aside from that, I don't even look at prices when I pull. I just pull over, and it's a combination of things. One, I barely drive anywhere. Like, my car is 4.5 years old, and it has like 35,000 miles on it. And I've driven it to DC and back, and I've driven it to Florida twice, and San Antonio at least 3 times also. So most of those miles are like really long distance things that we did. And then the rest is I just piddle around Dallas, right? I went to Total Wine and More today, and that was like, ooh, I'm out of my bubble. Um, so the so I don't know how much that costs. I don't know how much a gallon of milk costs. I really don't. I just buy the 2% organic, and I usually buy the store brand. So if it's Tom Thumb, I buy the O brand. If it's Walmart, I buy whatever their store brand is. And my car is a gas guzzler, is what Aaron said. Yes, that's the other thing. My car sucks a lot of gas when I actually drive it. And so I fill up if I fill up twice a month. If I fill up twice a month, that is a lot for me, which is another reason why I don't really think about the price of gas that much, because in reality, if I were to save $5 a fill up, I guess that's how, I mean, I don't know. If you say five, I don't even know how much it costs to fill up my car, honestly. I just do it until it clicks. But if I were to save $5 to fill up, that's $10 a month. That's not a big deal to me. I do, though, if there is a discount, I do take it. So, like, if I fill up at Tom Thumb, I will type in my phone number, and it's like, do you want to save 10 cents a gallon? I'm like, sure. Or I've even gotten it up to like 90 cents a gallon before. And then 7-Eleven, the 7-Eleven by us, you can, if you are on their app, you can trigger the machine to charge your card and fill up your car, and they offer you 11 cents off per gallon. The first 7 fill-ups, it's 11 cents off, and 7 fill-ups, that lasts me like many months. And so I do take advantage of those things. So Carrie is saying it's almost up to $3 a gallon now, so I wasn't too far off. We're about to dip into the tip of the recession pricing. Didn't we, like, during the Great Recession, wasn't it up to like $4 at one point? I seem to remember that. And Carrie is reminding me that I have arms and legs for days. You ain't chubby. You simply have a wine tubby chub. That is true. I'm like Mr. Potato Head with like long gangly arms, some long ass legs. I know he doesn't have long ass legs, but I'm like, if you stick those into a potato, that is me. Kelly is saying that the Albertsons app gives fuel benefits too. Good to know. I don't even know there's an Albertsons by me. I literally fill up at 7-Eleven or Tom Thumb most of the time. I went to QT yesterday. We're doing this low carb thing for Todd's cooking meals for dinner right now because he wants low carb or no carb meals. And so we're eating really well for dinner. The house of 1,000 farts, though. I'm just going to say it. But it is making me eat horribly at lunch. Like I am like craving horrible things at lunch. Yesterday, I decided to fill up yesterday, and I was like, oh, I'm at QT. And I actually chose QT specifically because they have the good roller taquitos. I love a roller taquito. 7-Eleven has them too, but I love them at QT because they have all the different ones. And I stopped in and I had 2 of those for lunch yesterday. So that totally offset any of the benefits of the low carb, no carb. And for dinner last night, it was actually really good. We had salmon with mustard, basically that Ina Garten recipe that I love so much, but we did not put the panko breadcrumbs in it. So it was parsley, mustard, lemon zest, and then you kind of fry it in the pan a little bit, and then you put it in the oven and bake it the rest of the day. Ooh, all the way. Phyllis loves the QT soft pretzel. I've never had that. I've never had that. But anyway, so back to what I was talking about. Though my problems are silly, and I realize that. So no one take me too seriously. My first world problems are still problems. They're just not that big a problem. Have y'all spotted any Memorial Day sales? I have been trying to eye things that I know I need to buy. Like today I bought a new shit. So I'm wearing my favorite shirt right now. This is a Gap chambray with tortoiseshell buttons. The really light. I like a really lightweight chambray, but this is getting old. It's really old. It's like 10 years old, and look what's starting to happen. I don't know why my elbow is so red, but I tore it there. It's starting to fray right here, all kinds of stuff. So I'm like, it's time to hang it up, or maybe this becomes just like a pool shirt or a work shirt or something, like a yard work shirt. I don't know. So Gap does not sell it anymore. And I thought Gap, of course, has that thing. So I went to J. Crew, and it was like 25% off at J. Crew, maybe more than that. I think it was $25 off. So it was probably like 40% off. And so I bought a shirt at J. Crew today, a chambray shirt. It's supposed to be here next week. I bought a ton of the Fresh Clean tees. They're running a special also, which I'm madly in love with those now. Fresh Clean. Phyllis, you're a big t-shirt person. Your son is at least. Fresh Clean Tees is the company. I was trying out their shirts. Love them. They have a little bit of stretch in them. They're a little longer. So if you got a little bit of a belly, they're designed for people with not the greatest body shapes. And the sleeves are a little bit longer. And so I haven't tried the long sleeve tees yet, but I ordered 7 more short sleeves yesterday. Or today, I mean. And then I haven't done it yet, but I saw that Martha Stewart's CBD gummies at shopcanopy.com or marthastewartcbd.com, I think is the other website. They are like 30% off this weekend, and I need to restock on that. Suzanne ordered a lot of outdoor furniture for their beach house in Oregon, right? No, Washington. Most are 30% off right now. Carrie, oh no, wrong thing. He loves the luxury tees from BR, Banana Republic. They are the best. I love those two. The long sleeve ones. I don't think they make a short sleeve. They make a polo also, and it's really nice, but it kind of pulls too close to my midsection right now. So, Suzanne also bought a new mattress, saved 9. Oh, I need to tell Todd, because we got a spring in our mattress that is like giving us back massages that we do not want right now. And it's probably time. You don't realize how old your fucking mattress is until you're like, oh, when did we last turn it or whatever? Sorry. Angela is asking Carrie, 11 miles per hour. That's nuts. I don't know what that means. Oh, 11 miles per gallon. That's the highest that was, and you got to. Oh, I bet I get like 9. Like I think I get the same gas mileage in my Range Rover as like our RV gets. Seriously. So, and Kelly is saying her teen said that J.C. Penney is having a great sale on junior sizes. She outgrew everything. Oh, good. Because my kids are in growth spurts right now, and I need all of the help I can get on that. One thing I did notice when I was making a lot of these purchases is I am loving the use of technology now that sends you like real-time updates on the status, a lot of transparency about like where your order is, like literally physically tracking it on a map. I use this app called Shop, and you can put in tracking numbers on it. If the shops are already, like the stores are already built into it, like Fresh Clean Teas is already built into it. I know that Grove, which I get some cleaning supplies from them, some other places are built into it automatically, and you can just order through it with the, they just text you a number, like, and it orders it, and then it tracks everything. It's the best. I love it. And even Amazon is starting to use this. It's like your order is 10 stops away. Track it on a map. I love it. Probably not the best time to buy a grill. I'm ready for spring. I'm ready to spring for a Traeger. Man. I was talking about it at work today about how we are so lucky in Texas that our seasons are so jacked up that usually when stuff goes on sale, like end of season for other people, we can still wear it. I don't think this is the one that counts for us because this is a lot of maybe the spring wear, but not the winter wear. The great one though is at the end of summer when everyone starts stocking fall stuff, and we've got still like 2 more months on Hell's front door, and so we can buy all of the summer stuff. So, um, what else? What else? Last night, the kids revolted, and I revolted back. They did not want to wash the dishes like they're supposed to. Not even wash it, load the dishwasher like they're supposed to. And in their pajamas, they said, "No, we're running away." Walked out the door, and I let the door close behind them. Opened up my Amazon Key app because we have a keypad. Disabled their thing. They could not get back into the house. And about 20 minutes later, they're banging on the front door. Claire is like in hysterics on the front porch crying, I want back in. So a little therapy is going to be needed for that. But that was how I ended my night last night. And I booked Mason's vaccine today. His first. So Claire's getting her second one a week from Saturday. So a week from the day after tomorrow. I keep thinking today's Friday because it is kind of my Friday. And then Mason is going to go in at the same time because he actually turns 12 a week from tomorrow. So he'll be 12 in a day at that point, and he's going to get his first vaccine shot that morning too. So we will be well on our way. Claire will be 2 shots under her belt, and Mason will have 1 at that point. I literally have no idea what I'm going to get Mason for his birthday at all. Asking for recommendations, and all he wants is Robux. Robux are a virtual currency that you use inside a game called Roblox. And I'm not giving him I'm not going to give him like $100 of those. I might give him like $20 or so. But what do you get a 12-year-old that literally just likes video games? You know, and I don't want to give him something that I want to give him. We've learned that lesson because that just you might as well just burn the money. Because they don't play with it and just give it to them. So I don't know. Do y'all have any ideas on that? Gifts that you have given, Suzanne, your son's not much older than mine. Gifts that have like gone over really well lately. Does he want some Martha Stewart CBD? I've been tempted. More screen time, Monica say. Yeah, that's a whole other. We're having a family meeting about that tonight. I'm not going to share all the details on that, but what about a console like a Switch? We got that. We have a Switch. We have a PlayStation. And we have the PlayStation we have just because it's our Blu-ray player. And we decided instead of buying a Blu-ray player, because we don't really watch discs anymore, to get like a console that can do multiple things. Throw Burrito. He loves that game. That's actually not a horrible idea, Monica. Thank you. I'm going to totally take credit for that, like I do all of your ideas. Jody's asking, when I let the kids back in, do they load the dishwasher? Yes, that was the terms. I was like, you got to load the dishwasher. You're not getting out of that. So, and Mom is asking, were they serious? I don't know how serious. I think that they were being silly, but then they realized that I locked the door. I literally disabled the lock from them being able to open it. They're like, yay. Hannah says her 12-year-old nephew loves video games. We always give him the cash and a t-shirt from that game. He loves it. So when he changes games, we change t-shirts. That is a great idea as well. Roblox and Fortnite are the two things he is super into right now. So we'll see. And find out what's going on at the esports place. There's one they went to like the Super Bowl of esports there one time. Todd's company is a major corporate sponsor of that event, and they got to go there and have that. And my sister's reminding me that we ran away a time or two. I know I one time ran away, walked down the street to the railroad tracks, and just walked down the railroad tracks. God, thinking about that just freaks me out. We got Riley a really good basketball net for the pool. It's hard for 12 to 14. I know. It's because they don't want like mature stuff yet. They definitely don't want clothes. Like that's all I ever want. If you ask me what I want shoes, clothes, and purses. Like that is the things that I want. Maybe some jewelry. How about a nice book? Yeah, that'd go over like a lead balloon. That throat throw burrito, that's a good one. And then what else? What else do I have on my list? Have you seen? Suzanne's watching this. She'll appreciate this. And she does PR for some of the flight attendants unions. The shit that is going down on airplanes right now, like the violence that is going on. Like I told you, I was on a flight last week, I guess, 2 weeks ago at this point. No, last week. No, 2 weeks ago. And there was a woman who was like, do any of you motherfuckers hear what's motherfucking happening with this motherfucking plane? And like screaming and like losing her mind, right? So I saw that just like a little taste of it. But supposedly on Southwest Airlines, there was such an altercation between a passenger and the flight attendant that like the flight attendant lost like 3 teeth, 2 or 3 teeth. I don't remember the exact number, but like they got fucking teeth knocked out on an airplane. Like, what is going on? What is going on? The other thing I don't get is where are the fucking air marshals? Do we not do that anymore? What are they protecting? Like, I know we had air marshals after 9/11 and all of that, just and they're incognito, so you never know what flight they're on or anything like that. And, but I think that this is an occasion where if someone is going insane, like they need to step up, because chances are there's not a terrorist on that plane, and there's nothing. That's what they need to protect people from, is losing their minds. David saying my 10-year-old is learning a whole new version of French from you today. That's all right. I don't know why you were surprised by that. I am a big dropper of bombs. And Carrie's agreeing with me. Good point about air marshals. That is true. And they saying it has to be a life or death situation. I think we need to revisit that. I think that because to me, I don't know. I think it's to keep order also. I don't know. People have lost their damn minds on airplanes. Ridiculous. Follow passenger shaming on Instagram. It's unreal. I see some of that. People putting their feet on things. Like, why do people put their feet up on the walls and everything? Get your damn foot off it. And here's the other thing. That's probably someone who was all freaked out about like hand sanitizer and stuff. Now they're putting their feet all over everything. I already don't like seeing flip-flops and stuff in most places. It's gross. But I think part of it also is that because we have been locked up for so long, and I don't mean that negatively, like we're being held against our will, but just from the lockdowns and the social distancing and needing to stay away from people to save our lives, I think a lot of people are forgetting how to behave as like normal human beings in public. I think there's a lot of pent up nerves, anxiety, I don't know what it is, and it's squirting out of people in the weirdest ways. Because I think early on in the pandemic, there were people in my life even who were behaving in very unusual ways, like getting really upset about things that they normally would not have gotten upset about, having zero grace whatsoever about things that they normally would have been extremely patient about. And I'm like, what is wrong? But to me, I think a lot of that was just I think that if you don't deal with your emotions, if you do not deal with the trauma, whatever's going on in your life, it's not going away. It's just going to squirt out a different orifice. It's going to come out of your mouth, maybe your fist, which isn't technically an orifice, I realize, your eyes, your brain, whatever. Like it's gonna fester and turn into something else. And I think that that's what we're seeing now. I think that we're seeing people who haven't been on a plane in a long time, who are haven't been on a vacation in a long time, haven't traveled in general. I mean, I'll tell you, the first time I traveled, like 3 weeks ago at this point, because I was one there, and then 2 weeks ago I came back. I was fucking exhausted. I was a basket case on that flight, and not because I was nervous or anything. It was just I hadn't done that much. Like I did not have the stamina. I'd not done that much like physical labor, if you want to call it that, of getting to the airport, getting through, finding things, standing in line, doing this, another line, and then add Southwest on top of that, where they already treat you like cattle to get on the plane. I can't. I am. I know some of y'all love, 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 love to fly Southwest. I am not some people. Give me American Airlines any day of the week. I love DFW Airport so much more than I like Love Field, because DFW Airport is like literally the easiest airport to get in and out of, like on the planet. I've never been to an airport that I think is easier to use, because you literally drive directly to like where your gate is. Only the people that are taking off from your terminal are in your area. There's a million different checks. Whereas like Left Field, it's not on a major highway. Like for my house, it takes just as long, because I gotta do back roads and Inwood Road, stoplight to stoplight to stoplight to get to it. It has the parking is a gazillion miles to walk. You always have to park in the back of that garage and take like 16 different of those people mover things. And then you get there and everyone goes through the same security line. And it used to be better because they had that little tiny security line up in the concourse between the garage and that you go in if you didn't have checked bags. But now everyone has to go down to the bottom. And then you got to walk a million miles, because you start all in the same place and you got to go all the way. And my flight inevitably is at the very end. So I am not a fan of Left Field. I am not a fan of the boarding process. I want to know where I'm fucking sitting on a plane before I even leave the house. I want to. I don't want to have to race at midnight or whatever. It's 24 hours in advance or midnight. I can't remember which. But to figure that out, like, and don't even get me started. Do not even get me started on the hokiness. And I worked at Southwest Airlines and when they had their 25th anniversary. So in like 1993, 94, that was my internship for a year, actually. But I don't want to hear, if you want to be a singer, go be a singer at an open mic night. I don't want to hear you singing on the airplane. If you got a guitar, I don't want to hear it. I just want to get there. I don't want to be your best friend either. So, and Left Field is definitely easier for drop off and pickup. It's literally a circle. I disagree completely. I think picking up people from Left Field is the worst, because it's always crowded. There's a million people. They don't let you stop. Like at least at DFW, if you know what gate they're coming into, you just go directly to that terminal. Only the people on that flight are coming out pretty much. So it's not mad chaos and everything. You can stop on the side of the road there and idle for a while. Left Field, I end up having to circle like 3 times because I can't see the person and it's so crowded. Last time I had an altercation with law enforcement was actually at Left Field, because the guy was like, move, move, move. And there was someone in front of me, and I rolled down my window and I was like, are you just being a dick to me, or are you a dick to everybody? That's literally what I said to this police officer with my kids in the back seat. Did not mean to, but so drop off is so easy for Southwest Airlines. Again, the crowds, I don't get it. And from my house, Southwest is not, Left Field is so much harder to get to because it's not on a highway at all. And so you have to cut through. Anyway, I have very strong opinions about Left Field. Suzanne's husband, who's a pilot, not for Southwest, saw a chick clip her toenails on that is so gross. A male passenger did step in and stop that fight on the Southwest Airlines. I mean, I think that's where we are with society. It's like, take care of yourself. You gotta everyone has to step in and take care of situations. So, and the only one last thing I had on my list, I thought I had something else though. Let me see. Hang on. RuPaul's Drag Race, interestingly enough, has announced their new season, which is an All-Stars season, season 6 of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars. They are only airing it on Paramount Plus. So if you do not subscribe to Paramount Plus, the streaming platform, you will not be able to see the season. And it's one of VH1's top shows right now. So I think that that is very interesting that they are moving people to by getting people to subscribe by putting certain shows as streaming only. I think it's genius, but it's interesting. And then lastly, I have a job opening at my company, at my PR firm, for a digital specialist. And I posted something about it last night. And I always post, when I post something, I always post a disclaimer that I do not hire friends. I might hire you for like a freelance thing or something if I really trust you, or we're good enough friends where I can be like, hey, bitch, need to figure this out, right? Like Suzanne has freelanced for me before, or we shared an account actually, I think. And it was perfect. Like you and I are like on the same wavelength, but for the most part, that does not work with people. And so I put do not hire friends. And for me, do not hire friends, I don't hire friends means basically, if I'm even going to see you in passing in public outside of work, I don't want you to work for me. And it's not because I'm a bitch. I mean, maybe I am a little bit, but it is because I don't want that awkwardness. And I want to be able to fire you. I don't hope I don't, but I want to without it being we like, oh, so weird. I saw them on a walk today, you know, that kind of thing. But a bunch of people on the back end were like, what's up with that? Why aren't you? I was interested in the job. And I'm like, sorry, I don't hire friends. Why not? I'm like, I just said I don't hire, been there, done that. So anyway, and Suzanne is saying on Cuomo tonight on CNN, they are talking about the Southwest Airlines and just the violence and stuff on planes lately. Interesting. I generally don't do business with friends. Like if I am friends with you outside of it, like I won't take clients that are my friends. I might become friends with my clients over the years. And that's a different dynamic still. But like I don't take, if you were my friend first, I will refer you out. I will help you find a PR person. I will even help you vet the thing, but I will not be the person who is handling your PR. And that is that. And like Carrie, she and I were friendly, but Carrie was actually my client first, and we were friendly, and I liked you a lot, Carrie. And then when you left your employer, and I needed somebody, I was like, come work for me, because we weren't really seeing each other socially. Then we became BFFs, and I'm totally cool with that. Because I think that you're one of those people I could be like, I think that, well, and you're saying you and I had a special friend work scenario. I think it was work then friend. Like, I think that we started off, you and I, we had a mutual friend, Brian, but other than that, I didn't know who you were, and I never saw you. I never see you in public now. Like, you and I just do not run in the same geographic circles, even though we don't live very far from each other. I don't think I've ever run into you in public, like just randomly. It's always been an arranged visit or a swing by or something. So, all righty. And Leslie is confirming what I said to the police officer at Leadfield. They're a dick to everybody. And Angela's saying sometimes you get the best friends of your life from work. I agree. And that supports what I said. But I don't want my friends at work. I want work, and then you can become my friend. Because that's different. I think it's still set up a little differently. So, alrighty. Well, with that, that's all I got for today. I'm gonna say bye. I love you. It's important to know you were loved. I love that you watched this. Thank you. My therapy for the week. Like I said, I may or may not be on tomorrow. I do not know. It depends on how I'm off tomorrow. Gonna celebrate the weekend. So if I am not on, I hope you have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. And I'll see you on Tuesday. If I am on, I will probably be a little bit tipsy, and it might be a good time. So we'll see what happens. Alrighty, I will. Shit Cooper says was born from our work relationship. Absolutely. God, there's some blackmail material in that one. Not that there's not in all of these either. So, alrighty, love y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.